At the end of the day, when you're choosing a development project, what you really need to know is whether it's going to work. So in this video, I'm going to look at a simple way of analysing potential development projects. By the way, I should mention that our mentorship programs start in January, and we are also running another property investing masterclass in January. Both of these will cover choosing and analysing projects in much more detail. For more details, click the link in the text below this video. Here, I'm going to give you a basic introduction to analysing development projects. Hi, my name is Mark Lloyd. I'm co-founder of Property Master Academy, and I've been investing and developing property since 2005. So how do you analyse a development project? Analysing a development project can be a complex business, but a simple way of doing it is just to ask yourself, firstly, is it feasible? And secondly, is it viable? So first, is it feasible? And by is it feasible, I mean, can it actually be done? There are so many exciting opportunities in development that it's easy to get carried away. But when planning a project, you need to keep your feet on the ground to some extent. So ask yourself, can this development actually be done? Is it physically possible to build it? Will anyone want to buy it? Or perhaps rent it when it's complete? Will it be easy to do so? Will you be able to get planning permission to do it? If you need planning permission, that is. How much will it cost to buy the land or property? And how much will it cost to do the work? Will you be able to raise the money to do it? Or at least, will you be able to raise the deposit and get finance for the rest? Ideally, you'll need to be able to answer yes to those questions if your project is going to be feasible. Second, is it viable? That is it capable of being successful? And remember, at the end of the day, we're in this to make money. So, is it capable of being financially viable? There are lots of ways of analysing a potential development from a financial point of view. Some of them are pretty complex. But here's a simple method you can use to see if it's worth doing. This is to look at the return on investment, or ROI, of a potential project. Return on investment can help to show you how much money you will make on a project in relation to the money you have to put in. But it can do much more than that. It can also show you if the development is worth doing in the first place. That is, will it make you a good enough return on your money? It will also allow you to compare different developments back to back. This will allow you to find the one which will make you the most or the very best return. So here's how to calculate return on investment. You'll need to make some estimates. First, take the purchase cost of the land or property you want to develop, including all the purchase costs and fees. Estimate the total development costs, including all the costs and fees. That is, how much it will cost to build the development. You should also allow a contingency here too of between 5 and 10%. Estimate the finished selling price of the development and what it is likely to return to you net of all costs. Decide how much cash you can raise to put into the project, and decide how much finance you will need to take you up to the total development cost. Also, find out how much using that finance will cost you in terms of interest and fees, and bear in mind that a lender will want you to make a minimum 20% return on cost. Then, calculating ROI is just a very simple calculation. Divide the likely profit by the money you put in and multiply that by 100 to find a percentage. Now, to show how this works, here's an example. Let's say you found a vacant plot suitable for building houses on. It's going to cost you $850,000 to buy. And let's say the total cost of building the houses will be $700,000. That's $1.55 million altogether. You're able to put $300,000 cash into the project, so you will need finance for $1.25 million, and the cost of that finance is going to be $65,000. The finished sales value of the project is likely to be $2.2 million after costs. So your profit will be 2.2 million minus the total cost of the plot, the work and the finance together, 1.615 million, which equals 585,000. So your ROI is 585,000 divided by 300,000 multiplied by 100 equals 195%. As I said, you can use ROI to decide whether that is enough return for you, and you can compare several different projects to find out which is the best one to go ahead with. For example, if you're looking at 3 potential projects with ROIs of 50%, 100% or 200%, it's fairly clear which one you should go for as long as it also meets lending criteria. I should mention that because everybody has a different tax position, calculating ROI doesn't take account of any tax you might need to pay on the profit you will make. Now, while we're looking at ROI, I want to mention something that's really exciting about property development overall. That is, the less cash you put in and the more money you borrow, the better your return. Crazy but true. So to look at the above example again, if you were funding the whole project with cash, you would need 1.55 million in cash. You might not even be able to get that together at all, so you would have to look at a smaller project, and your return on your money would be much less. But by borrowing the money, the project is easier to do because you only need 300,000. You can do bigger or more projects than you otherwise could. Now, while your total profit may be a little less because of the cost of the finance, you make a lot bigger return on your investment. How fantastic is that? That's certainly something to bear in mind when you're thinking about starting in property development. You don't need a massive amount of cash. Now, assuming you're able to finance the rest on good terms, by using someone else's money, you can make much more. ROI is perhaps not the most sophisticated calculation, but it is quick and easy to do. You can calculate ROI literally on the back of an envelope. This can give you a ballpark figure in a matter of minutes. You can calculate ROI using a spreadsheet, or there are online calculators and specialist software to help calculators as well. The more accurate the information you put in, the more accurate the information you get out. Using your own guesstimates of the figures will give you a ballpark ROI, but by doing some careful research, getting accurate estimates and expert valuations, and so on, you can analyse a development project much more accurately. Well, I hope you found that useful as a basic guide to analysing a project. If you'd like to know more, don't forget to check out details of our mentorship programs and our next property investing masterclass, which is coming up in January. And lastly, please make sure you hit the like button so others just like you will get to see this video, and also hit the subscribe button so you will get notified of when we post more videos to help your property business. Appearing on your screen right now are some videos that will assist you further. Thanks for listening.